Hey guys, this is XTC and welcome to episode 70 of my Let's Play. And that looks extremely weird. Anyway, welcome to episode 70. And today, like I mentioned last episode, I'm going to make something very cool. Something totally awesome. Yep, totally awesome. And now that I've gotten into my crafting table, well, actually I didn't need to. I've got some iron scaffolds here. This is the recipe. Iron fence. And these guys are totally awesome. Why, you ask? Well, if you don't know what they do, prepare to be amazed. So, have you ever built a tall building or structure in the sky like that? Yeah, it's pretty annoying to navigate around the place. And, you know, you tend to grab out your cobblestone or your dirt and you just build pillars up, down everywhere, and you have to take them down afterwards. Very annoying. And then you have to go up and down them every time you fall off, and it just becomes a big mess. Well, not to worry. Once you've got these guys, you'll be just fine. So I'm going to build up these iron scaffolds, just like this. And obviously, right now I'm using the Swiftwool's Rending Gale to fly. And that defeats the whole purpose of this thing. Let's take it off. Alright, so I want to build something in the sky. So I build a tower, and I go up. Do notice that you can climb up these things just as if they were ladders. And, you know, I can pillar up. But what if I fell down? Or I can climb back up, I guess, yeah. But, yeah, I want to make this thing even higher without having to go up there. Simple, just click on it with scaffolds in your hand, and it will take a scaffold from your hand and you'll build up the top, as you can see. And it is actually kind of hard to see, so I'll build up my own scaffolding here, and I'm stuck because I placed one above my head. If I just click on anywhere along this pillar, it'll pillar up. You can pillar to the side, maximum of 4 blocks away from the central pillar. And you can pillar up from there as well. But maximum of 5 blocks away, I believe. So this is the pillar block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. That's how that works. And you might be saying, oh, it's so boring, I've got to mine all the way down, got to get rid of that. Once again, not to worry, because iron scaffolding is awesome. Ta-da! How awesome is that? Yep, totally awesome. And I'm going to put this guy back on. Yep, so these guys are sweet, especially if you don't have something like equivalent exchange to help you fly around. These guys are the way to go when building structures in the sky or something. So, oops. Did I knock something off? No, it just looks kind of weird. I'm used to having a alloy furnace there. Anyway. Yeah, these guys are awesome. I'm going to keep them on me, even though I probably won't need to use them too much, seeing as I've got these guys. But yeah, they are awesome. And so let's get on to what we're going to do this episode. I did mention that I'm going to make something really cool this episode, and as I hinted last episode, it's got to do with RedPower. So why don't we get started here? 5 sticks, I want 8. Cool. I'm just going to make some more for me. I want a piece of brass. And I also want one of these guys. So while that takes its time to craft, let's see, what do we have in here? Oh, it was already in my inventory. I have a crafting logistics pipe. Now, what can you make with 1 brass ingot and 8 sticks? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's come down here and Enderman. These guys get all over my house. Where's a good spot to place him? Let's place him right here. And if you place brass in the middle and put sticks all around it, you get a support frame, which is awesome. If you guys don't know what a support frame does, You will find out very soon, because they are absolutely awesome. One thing I don't like though is how you only get one from each brass and 8 sticks. I wish you got like 1 or 2 or 3 more. That would be a bit better, but oh well. They are awesome, so I guess they have to be expensive. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quest myself a stack of those. Yep, a whole stack. And I can do that now because, oh, that was laggy. I have plenty of wood, and if I ever run out of brass, which I probably won't because I have 200 in my storage, I can get some more from my red power room automatically, so that's awesome. Yep, these guys are crafting up. And I should get lovely frames landing right here. Black. Yep, these guys are cool. I mean, just look at the texture of them. They look pretty cool, don't they? Yeah, cool things, awesome things. I'm gonna get a stack. I am also gonna make myself, let's see, got 1 battery box. And it looks like I can craft them. Oh, awesome. But I only need 1 for the moment. Do I have any batteries with me? Should have a few. 4. Okay, that's more than enough, I think. Battery boxes there. I'm going to charge up these batteries. So I'll let them charge up. And let me think about what else I need. I'll need a bunch of stuff to bring with me. Yeah, so you can probably tell this is going to involve frames, which means moving parts and frame motors and all that kind of stuff. And don't worry if you don't know what all that stuff is, you'll find out very soon. Pretty sure most of you guys know what frames are. Oh, there we go. So, I've got my frames, and I happen to be missing 1. That's kind of weird. Did I misclick the request? Oh well, it doesn't matter. As you should know, support frames need something to move them. These guys are cool by themselves, but they're quite useless, actually. By themselves, they won't do anything. I need something to move these guys. And if I open up NEI here, and look at that, a frame motor. I'm going to need to make plenty of these guys. That's going to require brass, blue alloy ingots, and blue electric motors, right? And that's going to require copper coils and blue alloy ingots. And to make copper coils, you're going to need a bunch of stuff, as you can see. Very, very annoying to make. Find copper wires made like this, with a diamond draw plate. And yep, very complicated recipe. And what is a diamond draw plate, you ask? Well, I'm going to make one. Diamond draw plate requires diamonds, obviously. And you're going to need to get a diamond block. Then you're going to need to cut it up into pieces, which is lovely. And cut them into diamond slabs. I could put one of them there, I guess. Just decoration, and that was a fail. Have a diamond step. And I make diamond panels. That's cool. What can I do with a panel? I don't know. I actually don't know what to do with this guy. Can make this step. No, that wouldn't work. I'll just put it here. Looks kind of weird, but last but not least, I'm going to cut it up into a diamond cover. Is that right? Or do I need a panel? Okay, so I guess it is a panel, so don't have to cut it up anymore. I can leave it as a panel. And now I'm going to need an iron block. Luckily I've got some of those stored up. What am I doing? Ah, such a mess. There we go. And I'm going to cut up this block as well. So I'm going to have plenty of these pieces around. And I'm going to have some iron cover strips. I only need 4, so I'll have a bunch of leftover iron covers. And I'll just cover this wall with them, I think. That actually looks pretty cool. I don't know, I'm just putting them around the place. And if I've got this right, if I put 4 of these strips around like that, and put one of these panels in the middle, I do not get anything. Which probably suggests that I need to put these back in the covers, and make that into a panel, and cut up the panels like that. Okay, I need to borrow one of you guys. 2 of them actually. You see, I've never made this before, so sorry about all these mistakes. I have no idea. I've never made these before, so I think there we go. So panel strip and panel gives you a draw plate. And draw plate is pretty awesome because it's what you need to make these fine copper wires. And these guys are such a hassle to make. Yeah, I'll take these back. Well, I'm gonna go sleep through the night and gather up some more resources that I'm gonna need, and I'll be back. Isn't that nice? I think I'll leave that there. I'll have a diamond bedside table. That's pretty cool. Is it just me, or does it look weird on the right side? What if I put it on this side? Still looks kind of weird. I guess it's because it's not balanced. See, if I put these guys together, get a slab. It's not quite enough. I'll do that. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna make myself a bunch of copper coil thingies. 34, that looks good. And as you'd expect, your draw plate will take durability damage. And I've got 34. And wow, that was quick. I guess I'll just chuck him in here. He should get repaired, I think. I'll see. Okay, now that we've got these guys, we're going to need to make a bunch of these things. Can I craft them? I cannot. Well, I guess I'll teach it to my system. There we go. I'll just grab a bunch. We're going to have to teach a few things. Let's check on our little guy here. Is he getting repaired? Yep, he is. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to have to teach a bunch of recipes to my logistics system. First of all, I am probably going to teach this guy how to make these fine copper wires by using the diamond draw plate, because it's annoying. And actually, no, I will not, because I have to keep this guy repaired, so I'll do them manually. But I will teach my crafting table stuff how to make ribbon cable, an important component, how to make copper coils, and I'll have to teach him how to make that as well, and then how to make one of these motors. So I'm going to do that off camera because it's not very interesting. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's not very interesting, boring stuff. I'll skip it, and I'll be back when that is done. It is done, guys. It is done. Here I've got frames from last time. I've got ribbon cable. Got the copper coils. I've got iron bars. Got the motor, and last but not least, the frame motor itself. So that's all in the system now. The only thing I need to do is manually provide it with fine copper wire, this stuff, which is not too big a deal. Yeah, I think I'll do that now when it's already night again. Just gonna make myself a whole bunch of this stuff right now. I can grab out my draw plate and maybe dump some of these items in here and grab myself a stack of copper. And let's craft up ourselves. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't take much damage. I think I'll do another stack. And this stuff should last me for a while. Yep. Let's just play it safe. Put this guy back in here. And there we go. Lots of copper wire. Now, what else will I need for this build? I will need quite a few frame motors. Let me just have a quick count. I'll need, let's see, I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think. Yep, 14. I'm going to need 14 frame motors. Yeah, that's a lot of frame motors. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh, low on iron. Wow. Holy, is that going to use all that iron? Wow. Well, time to use some of these supplies up. Let's get ourselves another 3 stacks or so. Or 2, I guess. And now we should be good. Let's try again. Request successful. Alright, let me deal with this zombie. Wrong door. Don't you dare break my door, zombie. That's right. And those guys I'm gonna craft. And I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. And let's sort everything out. Okay, so these guys can go in. Let's see. Iron bars can go sit in here. Glowstone I'll keep on me. This table can go inside, so can this stuff. Okay, so I'm down here in my room. And I thought I'd just come and have a look at all the crafting stuff. So you can see I've got 5 more left to go, it seems. Or 4 more, 3 more now. And I'm guessing these guys are getting crafted. Yep, it's waiting for the ingots, which are being made over there. And the rest of these guys are all fine. It's probably just waiting for the blue alloy ingot to finish working. And they're done, apparently. These guys done, yep. Oh, looks like they're just about done. Should be 14 of them waiting there for me. Nice. Now these guys are awesome. They look really cool. Obviously that's one thing. I should get my screwdriver out. Turn him around. Now, if you just right click on him, you'll change the direction of the arrow. Right, but it's going to face this side. It's not going to change which side it's facing. If you shift right click, it's going to flip to another side. So let's say I wanted to put it on top. That's cool. Now these guys do need power. So, you know, give him a bit of power and he'll run. These guys are charged, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Now, if you give him power, he'll light up blue. As you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but those 2 lights there, they turn light blue. They were dark blue before. And how this thing works is, all you've got to do is put your frames on top, and it's going to move them in the direction of the arrow. So right now it's facing that way. If I put a frame on there, if I get a lever, which I should have one in here somewhere. Okay, I do not. I'll just use this then. Watch where the frame goes. Ta-da! It just moved. Now obviously it's not going to move anything right now if I do it again because there's nothing on there. But you can see nice animation. And obviously if I put another frame on top here, and if I right click on it twice to make it face the other direction, see the arrow is pointing that way now. And if I run this thing once, it's going to go back the other way. Now frames will also pull blocks along with it. So if I put a piece of cobble on top, it's touching the frame, and it's going to move it that way when I pulse it again. But keep in mind that it will also pull this block, because this block is also touching the frame. Ta-da! And just pull it back. I'll remove both pieces back, so that this guy can get supplied with power. And let's put a piece of cobble right here and make the motor go that way. Right now it's going to point that way. It's going to try and move the frame that way, but you'll notice that this piece of cobblestone is attached to the frame, so it's going to try and move along with it. But because this guy's in the way, it's going to get stuck. You see now, it's not going to do anything because this cobble is blocking this whole frame from moving. So that's a very important thing to know. You have to make sure your frame contraptions don't get stuck like this. So yeah, it's just it's going to be very important in our build. We have to make sure that nothing's blocking anything. If not, it won't move. Now it will. Just awesome. So that's just the basics of how frames works. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a lot more with these. Something pretty complicated. And I'm just going to steal my energy back. And I'm going to gather a few more materials. And I'm going to find a good place to set up and maybe make a start. I won't get much done in terms of building the actual machine this episode because we're running low on time, but we're going to make a start, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I've gotten a few things. I'm going to make myself an alchemical chest, and I don't think I've ever done this, so I'm going to do it. There we go, worth just a bit over a diamond. And I'm going to upgrade him to another alchemical bag. Just like that. And I'm going to make it red because I'm going to store red power items in it. Makes sense, right? So let's chuck all these fancy items in here. I did request myself another stack of frames, and as usual, I somehow lose one. It's probably just stuck in the crafting table or something. Let's see. Let's transfer a few items over, like all this stuff. It's part of red power. And in here, as you can see, I grabbed myself a bunch of wool, and I'm going to craft a bunch of insulated white wire. I'm also going to grab some string, and I've got plenty of that, because I'm going to make some bundled cable using this stuff. So I've got myself 60 of these white insulated wires. And I'm going to teach this guy how to make this stuff. Oops. Just like that. Bundled cable. Let's see how much I can make. 24. Wow. That sucked. A bit less than I expected, but okay. Oops. Okay. 48. Don't think that's quite enough, but we'll deal with it. I also actually do want a bunch of these as well. So I want a bit of white, and I actually need some of all the colors. Not all, but I believe I need about 8 colors in total, 9 colors, but I'll do that later. I'll just stick with white for the moment, and I actually will need just a few pieces of raw red alloy wire. Just grab a bit of those, and I'll chuck them in here with all my other red power stuff. And I swear there was something else I needed to grab. Yep, that's right, these covers and stuff. That's red power, out of inventory space. Alright. So, I'm liking this bag already. It's gonna help me organize this bag a little, because it's always pretty much full. I don't know why this is in here. Shouldn't be. Yeah, and it's filling up with random stuff in here as well. I need to clear that out. And actually, seeing as I've got this record, I'll have a listen to it. Okay. Now, the only thing about this bag is it's not going to get repaired. Like, nothing in here is going to get repaired. So I'm going to leave these tools in here that need repairing. Alright, cool. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to find a nice spot to get started. Okay, so I found myself a nice spot. The This is a swamp biome, in case you didn't know. Optifine has helped me change the color of the grass to make it nice and green. And turn these sounds off, or down. Yeah, so this place is pretty messed up. There's a... I don't know what this is. This is not a volcano, okay? This is not what you call a volcano. It's like... it's flat. I mean, come on. Could do better than this. It's not even... doesn't even look good. So I'm gonna... oh dear, it's turning night. So I'm gonna build my machine here. And I know I keep saying machine. Some of you probably still don't know what I'm building, which is fine because you'll find out. There is a ravine here, but yeah, nothing here is great. Look at it. It's like 6 blocks deep. Such a lame ravine. This marker here was from where I came up from a cave quite a while ago, actually, a very long time ago, and I just kind of marked it. It points towards my house that way. So yeah, I'm going to portal back real quick, so I can get to sleep, and we'll lag, and I'll be back in the morning. And good morning. I've slept through the night. Everything here is cool, and I believe that was just a glitch. It wasn't lightning. It looked like lightning. Alright, it's just Portal Gun doing funny things to Minecraft. There's quite a few trees around here and stuff like that. I'm just gonna cut down a few trees around this area and maybe get some rubber tree saplings. I'm gonna clear out a nice area where I can start building my thing. So I'll do that real quick and I'll be back. And just in case you guys didn't know, chainsaw does work as shears, so you can cut down leaf blocks with them, which is pretty cool. Except now I've got a ton of leaves because I've been trying to hurry up the process of helping the leaves disappear, so I've been just kind of hitting them. And it's annoying when they're just out of reach. It really is. But anyway, this area is now pretty nice and clear and flat, or relatively. So I'm going to get started here. I'm just going to build a chest real quick. Let's make 2. Just as a temporary storage for any junk I happen to collect and not want to hold on me. And I'm going to put it right, I think here would be a nice spot. Whoa. It's gone all black. Alright, let's store this junk. We don't need it right now. Not that either. Got a bunch of random stuff that's dropping all over the ground as well. Alright, wood, don't need that. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna get rid of this. Cover this hole up. And this is actually near my old house. It's somewhere here. I saw my portal right there. There we go. That's my old house right there. So I'll be right behind it. There's my dock. My house is that, I don't know. Can't remember. That way. Yep. So, I'm gonna get started. Let's see, what should I get myself? I've got my frame motors here, but I'm gonna start building with these support frames. And seeing as I have these guys, I'm just gonna use them because they're cool. Alright, so I'm gonna get myself, get myself, I don't know, maybe a bit higher. Oh, I can just fly, but I don't know. But I want to use these, like I said. Let's see. Right here's a good height, I think. And which way do I want this guy to go? Doesn't really matter, but once on his side, he won't be able to change direction. Let's have him facing F1. Yep, okay. That's settled. We'll do that. And I'm just going to set out myself a nice, maybe 4x4 area to start working with. And I'm going to lay down some groundwork and stuff like that. And I'll leave that there. Okay, so now I've got this nice platform in which I can work on. And all these frames are connected and all that stuff. Yep, that's cool. Actually, you know what I didn't craft? I'm going to need a bunch of solar panels. So I'm going to head home real quick. And I'm going to have to craft myself up some blue doped wafers. Because remember, I'll have to manually do that. Because I didn't teach it to my system. But let's see, I'm Let's see, how many will I need? I'll need a good amount. Need maybe 16 or 20. So I'm going to grab those materials I need and craft up some solar panels. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. So I'm here, I grabbed myself a stack of sand and a stack of coal and got myself 2 stacks of silicon wafers. Yeah, you know what, I'll take these guys out. I'll store them in here and I'll leave them just as silicon wafers for now because I might need to make some red doped ones later on, so leave them for now. And 4 stacks of nickelite will get me exactly a whole stack of blue doped wafers. And that seems like a lot, but in actual fact that will only get me 8 solar panels, because each solar panel requires 8 blue doped wafers, so that kinda sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Let's see that happen. I only requested 1 piece. That might take oh no, here it comes. And I'm gonna request a few more. And while I'm at it, I might as well request another stack of sand and make another stack of silicon wafers, because I'm going to need a lot of solar panels. 64 of those. And I won't have 64, that's a bit too much. Let's grab 32. So I'm going to get all this stuff. I'm going to finish crafting all this and I'll be right back. Man, that was a lot of blue doped wafers just for 8 of these solar panels. Man, these things are so expensive. They've drained nearly all my supply. I had to use some of my batteries to just refill it temporarily. So yeah. Hopefully I won't have to do that too often, because I most likely won't be, mass producing blue doped wafers so often. So hopefully I won't have to do that all the time, or I'm gonna have to bump up my electricity production down there, and that's gonna be kind of hard using thermopiles because they're just a nuisance to set up. So I'll chuck that in there, and I've decided not to use these. I'll leave them there in case I need to use it. And kind of sorry to say, guys, but yeah, we're running long this episode. But I'm back here. You know what? I'm not even gonna use this, even though they're awesome. But just this Renegale is, yeah, it's just better. So I'm sorry, you guys will have to go for now. But what I do want to do is, oh, I didn't bring. Oh, no, I did. Okay, I want to get some energy going right here. Let's see, do I have any? Nope. Okay, these are temporary because I don't like the look of cobblestone. I'm going to change it up later on. But before I end this episode, I'm going to place down some of these items on this very basic frame I've got here. Yeah, let's use cobble. Basically, there are a few things you can put on your frames to make them work differently. You can put panels, and they work really nicely. They fit actually inside the frame. So how many solar panels I got? 8. Okay. So you see, they fit nicely, and you can see the texture of it. Just like that. Okay, so these are panels, and basically you need to put down panels if you want to put any kind of wiring or solar panels and that kind of stuff on your frames, because it won't work. I'm right clicking, I'm sure you can hear. You won't place, so you need to have those. And as I mentioned, you also need it for wiring, like red alloy wiring. You'll need that, but you do not need it for blocks. So I can place that there, just like that. And so I don't know why I put that there. Put that there, and 2 more solar panels. And these guys will produce power for me. And basically, if I need more power, which I believe I might, but this will do for now, I'll have to increase the amount of solar panels I have, and they'll charge into the battery box. And I might even have 2 battery boxes. Yeah, but that's how that works. If you put these into, or cut these into covers, you can still place them on. They look a little smoother with the edge. They don't have a little corner thing, unlike the covers. and that's how you can tell them apart, by the way. When you put one of these on a frame, it's not going to move the block that it's touching. So, you know, if I have this piece of cobblestone, it's touching the frame, right? But I don't want this piece to move with that. If you have a cover over that frame, it's not going to move the cobblestone piece. And I can't demonstrate that now, but that's how it works. I'll probably show it later on when I get more stuff built on this basic frame thing. So I think I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I haven't actually mentioned what I'm building, I don't think. So, you know, if you can take a guess, and I'll see who gets it right. I'll be interested to see who knows what I'm building. Because, to be honest, I've mentioned it before. I don't think it's that hard to guess, but I'll see. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, keep a lookout. Me and xtcs are making a video together, and I reckon that'll be pretty awesome. So it's related to what I'm building here, so yeah, look out for it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Let's take it off. Alright, so I want to build something in the sky. So I build a tower, and I go up. Do notice that you can climb up these things just as if they were ladders, and you know, I can pillar up. But what if I fell down? Or I can climb back up, I guess, yeah. But yeah, I want to make this thing even higher without having to go up there. Simple, just click on it with scaffolds in your hand, and it will take a scaffold from your hand and you'll build up the top, as you can see. And it is actually kind of hard to see, so I'll build up my own scaffolding here, and I'm stuck because I placed one above my head. If I just click on anywhere, well, if you don't know what to do, prepare to be amazed. So, have you ever built a tall building or structure in the sky like that? Yeah, it's pretty annoying to navigate around the place, and you know, you tend to grab out your cobblestone or your dirt and you just build pillars up, down everywhere, and you have to take them down afterwards. Very annoying. And then you have to go up and down them every time you fall off, and it just becomes a big mess. Well, not to worry. Once you've got these guys, you'll be just fine. So I'm going to build up these iron scaffolds, just like this. And obviously, right now I'm using the Swiftwool's Rending Gale to fly, and that defeats the whole purpose of this thing. Yep, so these guys are sweet, especially if you don't have something like equivalent exchange to help you fly around. These guys are the way to go when building structures in the sky or something. So, oops. Did I knock something off? No, it just looks kind of weird. I'm used to having a alloy furnace there. Anyway, yeah, these guys are awesome. I'm going to keep them on me, even though I probably won't need to use them too much, seeing as I've got these guys. But yeah, they are awesome. And so let's get on to what we're going to do this episode. I did mention that I'm going to make something really cool this episode, and as I hinted last episode, it's got to do with RedPower. Hey guys, this is XTC, and welcome to episode 70 of my Let's Play. And that looks extremely weird. Anyway, welcome to episode 70. And today, like I mentioned last episode, I'm going to make something very cool. Something totally awesome. Yep, totally awesome. And now that I've gotten into my crafting table, well, actually I didn't need to. I've got some iron scaffolds here. This is the recipe. Iron fence. And these guys are totally awesome. Why, you ask? Along this pillar. We'll pillar up. You can pillar to the side, maximum of 4 blocks away from the central pillar. And you can pillar up from there as well. But maximum of 5 blocks away, I believe. So this is the pillar block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. That's how that works. And you might be saying, oh, it's so boring, I've got to mine all the way down, got to get rid of that. once again, not to worry, because iron scaffolding is awesome. Ta-da! How awesome is that? Yep, totally awesome. And I'm going to put this guy back on.